And you got a video prompt and you should be on and you have control.
Great. Thank you, Ken. And hello to all on the line. Just turn on the presentation and we will dive right in. All right. Hi, I am Chris Wade, CEO and co-founder of Traena, a learning and development enterprise software platform. I teamed up with 3 partners and friends about a year ago to start this. 2 friends who had built a lot of software on a custom consulting basis, and a 4th partner who had been a sales guy and built a sales team at a high growth startup to about 20 people. And the common link between all of us is we are all self-improvement nuts, very driven to improve and develop ourselves. And we'd all seen from a couple different angles how inadequately companies invest in and develop their people. So we came up with the idea for Traena, a mentor in your pocket, with the mission to deliver the knowledge that every employee needs to achieve their professional goals. So this is the world we play in, world of corporate training, big market, $70 billion spent every year by companies trying to train and develop their people. And unfortunately, most of these dollars are spent very ineffectively. Main reason because most training today has to happen in person, which is very time consuming and expensive. And about half of that money is spent on full-time personnel and the other half spent on external trainers and vendors. And I will zoom in on the external piece here. So think sales training. And our fun fact is that there are 6,000 sales trainers in the US that run around and do boot camps in hotel conference rooms and at companies. And the big issue there is they're very expensive. They cost anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 plus for an in-person session. They come in, do the session. Best case scenario, they're very engaging. People leave the room excited, having learned a lot, but then there's no further engagement. So what does that look like for the user, the learner? Best case scenario, they join a company that does training, get a lot of data dumped on them up front, but very little continuous education when they're actually in the job and have context for what they've been taught. So that's the problem we seek to solve, make training and the investment in people and knowledge sharing within companies much more efficient, trying to replace these ineffective and expensive in-person sessions and things. We have customers doing, right now, 100-person conference calls with everyone on mute or mandatory videos that people just click through. And ineffective today, but fortunately, we have the technology tools to improve that. So enter Traena. Our vision, way we solve that is by serving as the knowledge sharing platform within a company. And then we provide a marketplace of any external skills training you need to supplement that. Provide the skills training with the click of a button at a fraction of the cost of an in-person session. We use data science and artificial intelligence to deliver that to users on a personalized basis, depending on what stage in your career you are, what role you have, and what goals you have. And then, very importantly, we create a feedback loop to the knowledge sources so they continue to put better information into the system. We'll skim through this. It's a big market. I zoom in here on the external spend of the $70 billion. Key point is that the vast majority of these dollars are spent on those expensive in-person sessions. We're in the early days of deploying consumer-grade technology into this space, and no one has taken our approach of really empowering the existing trainers and creating that marketplace. So that's how we plan to take on the industry. Really focus on the end user first. Start with what do they need to really learn, grow, and develop? Provide that in a software platform that's as easy to engage with as social media. But just as important as the user interface for the consumer is provide a great experience for the knowledge sources so it's very easy and frictionless to upload and import knowledge into the system. So very focused on both sides of the equation. So what's the path? How are we going to do this? Step one, what we just talked about, serving as the technology platform for learning and development teams within companies and external training partners outside of companies. Step two is where it gets fun, when our knowledge sharing movement takes off and we get to the next level of building organizational knowledge within companies. Think a CEO recording a voice memo from the field. Hey, this is what I learned this week at our big customer. Or a VP of sales interviewing top performers. What worked this quarter? What didn't? And sharing with their whole team instantaneously. Step three is when we really blow out the marketplace and really provide every type of professional training with the click of a button, and again, at a fraction of the cost that it costs today. So that's the vision. Be the brain of your organizational knowledge, full marketplace of any external training you need, all delivered on a personalized basis. So where are we at? We launched the first full version of our platform in September. We've signed $50,000 worth of contracts in the past 2 months since. We'll zoom in on one cool big pharmaceutical company we signed. And we'll highlight them because what we're starting to see are the network effects of creating the training resources needed for an industry. Pharmaceutical company, good example. We have their training up and running. That's now a good feeder into all other pharmaceutical companies, seeing that in a few other industries as well. So we're raising money. We set out to raise $500,000. We've raised $350,000 so far. So we may bump that up and are looking to bump that up closer to $750,000 and would love to have you on board. Thank you. And with that, we'll hand over to Ken.
So sorry, I was on mute. Al, go ahead and take it over. Did you want to leave your contact slide up, Chris Wade, so we all know how to get a hold of you?
I did, yes. I got scared that I'd screwed something up and wasn't going through.
Don't be afraid. We got this. We'll do this together. Go ahead, Al.
There's actually two different things about your offering, right? There's the platform, which you've developed, and then there's the content that goes along with it, right?
Yep.
You mentioned a marketplace. Do you actually have, are you actually building a marketplace where training content providers can actually sell their content on your platform?
Yes, exactly. Great question. So right now we have 3 sales trainers and business development consultants on the platform. So we've done full day video shoots with each of them. So they have 30 to 40 videos each on the platform ready to go. So if this afternoon you wanted to buy sales training with the click of a button, you could do so. And it's a subscription model for those trainers, right? Our goal there is to deepen their relationships with their clients, give them a technology product to sell. So where they sell subscriptions to their channel through Traena and effectively become our sales force.
So that marketplace is built right into the platform, right? The charging, you control the monetary flow, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, very good. So what makes you unique to all the other platforms that are out there, right? Is it mobile? What is unique about your platform?
Yeah. Focused on the learner and user experience. No one else in the general professional learning space has taken this approach of trying to provide a marketplace of all these trainers that are out there. You're starting to see some mobile guys pop up that, like Coursera, that have made a course or something, but nothing that really empowers and deepens the relationship between the 6,000 trainers that are out there today. And definitely nothing that takes that and then pairs that with the internal knowledge needed from within your company to really tailor any training to a learner's exact role.
Okay. Is this just a video based platform, or is it all types of media?
Nope, all types of media. So yeah, right now, if you have a PowerPoint, we've got a PowerPoint viewer, images, you can link to external content online. We love video. We think it's more personal, develops a personal relationship that a lot of people don't get within big organizations. So all forms of media.
So you have the ability for an employer to customize a training program for each employee based on their role in the organization. And then do you track results, meaning did they actually go through the content? And then is there the capability to test at different stages of the learning life cycle?
Yes, exactly. So we give feedback, who's viewed what, so you can see what people are interacting with, what's engaging, what's working, and then right now, we're very much focused on the user experience. We are not starting with heavy test functionality. You can add quiz questions and light interaction on posts now, but we view heavy testing, which a lot of software providers out there have gone, as a hurdle to user engagement. We're really going for daily user engagement and no hurdle to engaging with content. We don't want users to feel like they're getting monitored and looked over their shoulder. So we incent engagement, primarily tracking how many posts have you completed, for example, versus saying you got 40% wrong. But we do have the ability to put in multiple choice questions, things like that.
So is this a licensing model, and then is it seat? Is it per educational outcome? I mean, per each class that's taking, and then what kind of a percent are you taking on the content itself? Because obviously you have multiple revenue streams.
Yep. So we're a SaaS platform. So SaaS model, $1 per person per month, starting at $15 per person per month. We've dropped that for big enterprise clients, but that's the general model. And then, for the marketplace, for example, the sales trainers charge on top of that. So we may be $15 per user per month, and then you subscribe to one of our sales training partners for an additional $10. That goes straight to the trainer. So they're incented to scale their business via technology platform for the first time. And then, of course, anything that companies are creating themselves, there's no charge for that unless they want us to come shoot videos, do interviews, things like that.
So one more quick question. So which do you see is going to be the bigger revenue stream, the licensing or the actually your percent of the content?
Definitely the software licenses. We view the other stuff as kind of ancillary to help and get people using it and have a good experience. But the goal is for us to be the platform and have other people take care of the content creation, things like that. Our model's HubSpot, if you're familiar with them. They're the marketing automation platform, and all these little side businesses have popped up on the side to actually help people use it. We view that as the template. We'll be the platform and view, if you want to start a Traena consulting business to help a company make content, you can do so. But we're focused on the software licenses.
Right. That's interesting because you could argue that the platform is the razor, right? And the content is the blades, and that there's more money in the blades than there is in the razor. Have you really studied that? Is that a true?
So we're early, we're just 2 months into having the platform, but you do raise a great point. We have partnered with content creators, so guys who do these video shoots. And to your point, it's a great business. And as the future goes towards video, companies are going to be making more and more videos. So that's very much something we're considering bringing in-house and having for a revenue stream for ourselves.
Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.